Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a Christmas tutorial on this makeup look. I love how it turned out. I don't normally do bold eye with a bold lip, but you know what, it's Christmas and I don't even care because I love how it turned out. But if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then please just keep on watching. So I'm going to start off this look by doing my eyes first because as you saw in the intro I'm wearing glitter all over my eyelids, so I don't want to be doing my face first just because with the glitter it's going to fall all the way down your face and it'll just ruin everything. So we want to prevent that. That's why we do, when we're working with glitters and like loose pigments and things, it's always best to do your eyes first. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear paint pot. This is in the shade Soft Ochre. So I'm just going to pick some of that up with my ring finger and I'm going to blend that all over the lid right up to the brow bone. So for this eye look, it's actually going to be really easy. There's not going to be many steps, so it is easy to recreate yourself. This whole look's going to be quite easy, to be honest. But for the eyes, I'm going to take my Dose of Colours Framecation palette. I absolutely love this. It's just got all of my, I love warm tones, and this greeny browny olivey kind of colour is absolutely amazing, and so is this blue. It's just beautiful. This whole palette is just beautiful. So for my transition, I'm going to pick up the shade right here. It's called Necessary, and it's literally just like the perfect transition shade. And I'm going to look down and I'm going to apply that right into my crease. I'm not focusing anything on the lid, but if you get anything on the lid, then don't worry about that because we're putting glitter in. It's going to cover up anyway. But I want this above the crease, in the crease and above the crease as well. And I'm also going to blend that right the way out. I'm not being neat with this on the edges because I'm going to take a makeup wipe and clean everything up anyway when we've done the glitter. So don't worry about being really super neat. And then just using the same brush, I'm going to pick up Girl Bye, which is this middle shade. And I'm going to do the same. So again, look down so I can see where my crease is. And I'm going to apply that pretty much over the top of what we just done. Focus that more into the crease. And then I'm just going to take a clean blending brush. This is just by Zoeva. And I'm going to blend out the edges. You can always take a little bit more of that first shade that we picked up and go right over the top just to help blend everything together. And then go back again with the cleaner brush. And then just on a flat brush, I'm going to take the shade Basic. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with this. Just so everything ties nicely in together. I'm then going to take my Morphe 35 OM palette. And then just with a shader brush, I'm actually going to pick up this red shadow right here. And I'm literally just going to pop that again into my crease, but I'm not blending this up too far this time. This is purely just to deepen it a little bit more, just in the crease area. And because I'm going to be doing a red lip, it just sort of ties it in with the lip as well. And then just using a really soft hand on the edges. And then for glitter, I'm going to be taking my Certifier Loose Glitter. This, oh, they don't have shade numbers, but this is just the gold one. Absolutely love it. They do so many different glitters, literally every single colour. They also do other bits on there as well. I'll leave their website down below. Check them out. They are so good. And they're really affordable. You can buy glitter sets or you can pick them individually. You name it, they've got it. And I absolutely love them. And to stick the glitter onto my lid, I'm going to use the Violet Voss, what is this called? Violet's Secret Weapon glitter adhesive. So I'm going to apply this to my whole lid, right from the inner corner to the outer corner. Normally I just do like half an eye with glitter, half cut crease glitter. This time I'm going all over. So I'm going to take that quite far up because I want you to be able to see the glitter when my eyes are open. So I'm literally taking that straight up to my crease. All the way around. And then I'm just going to shake this glitter onto my finger. And then press it over the top. You can do this with a brush. I'm going to go in with a brush after, but I like to pack on as much glitter as I can just with my finger. See what I mean by it falls everywhere? Imagine if I'd done my whole face. There's no stopping it. You literally just can't help it. And then I'm just going to take a clean makeup wipe and clean away all of the fallout that's on my face before I do my base. We need this all clean. I like to make a sharp line up towards my temple, or like the bottom, where the bottom of the brow is. I like to just take it straight up like that. So now that we've cleaned away all the mess and the fallout from the glitter, I'm going to apply some lashes. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies, my absolute favourite. Let me know what lashes that you like, and if you want me to try any. I would love to try new eyelashes, so please let me know. And for mascara, I'm going to apply the Max Factor 2000 calorie mascara. This is just black. And for now I'm just going to apply the mascara to my top lashes, only because I still need to do my base, foundation, concealer and whatnot, and I feel like I can get in there a little bit more when I haven't got mascara on, so I'll do that once all my base is finished. Now moving on to my foundation, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation in the shade... I have no idea. What shade is this? Oh, 03 True Ivy. Feel like it's going to be a little bit light for me. I mean, it's probably going to match me perfectly, but I like to be a little bit warmer on my face just because I feel like it suits me a little bit better. I just feel better with like a warmer foundation than my actual skin tone. But let's just see, I might need to like bronze it up a little bit. So I'm just going to dot that all over my face and then blend it out with my Morphe Y6 foundation brush. I haven't used this foundation brush in a long time and I kind of miss using it. I've gone back to Beauty Blender recently, but now I feel like I'm going to try this again because I did love it when I was using it. Okay, I literally did not know it was going to be this pale. This is just too much for me, so I'm going to apply my Chanel Cream Bronzer. You all know by now, if you watch my videos regularly, that I'm obsessed with this and I literally need to get a new one because it's much loved. But because I am so pale and I literally I could not go out like this, it's just too much. I'm just going to warm it up with the Chanel bronzer. I'm just going to buff that into my skin. So I'm just picking up that Chanel bronzer on a Morphe Kabuki brush and buffing it into my skin. I'm going to put this all over just because I want the whole look to be a little bit warmer. And then I'm going to apply a little bit more on my cheekbones and around my forehead area, like hugging the brow where the sun would naturally bronze. I do this all the time and I really love the outcome, especially with this cream bronzer. It just gives a more natural finish than if I was to bronze my skin with a powder. I don't know why, but I just prefer it. So now for my concealer, just to brighten up under my eyes and the inner triangle of my face, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I love this. This is a very full coverage concealer and it is waterproof. I literally just take the smallest amount on my ring finger. I mean, that's quite a lot. That will go a long way. I like to rub my two fingers together just to disperse the product, and I literally just tap under my eye wherever I need it to be. Like a little really does go a long way. I'm going to take that right up to the temple, following that line that we made with our makeup wipe to clean up our eyeshadow. Actually just pressing that underneath. Do the same the other side. Then I'm going to go back to my Morphe Y6 and just press that out so it's all nice and blended together. This concealer has such a nice finish to it. It just hides everything that you want to hide and just gives like a really nice brightening finish under the eyes. To set under my eyes, I always go for my RCMA translucent loose powder. Any loose powder will do. I don't put it all over my face. I literally just put it directly under my eyes because I get creasing under there. I need to make sure that they stay set. Otherwise, it's just going to be like a slippery mess. So I'm just pressing out the creasing under my eyes, and I'll actually just dip my brush in the powder and press that underneath. And this way I know that the creases aren't going to come back and the makeup is going to stay in place all day. And what I like to do is take whatever's left and just drag it down to where I'd get oily the most, which is around this area. So whatever's left on my brush, I just apply in that area. Moving on to contour, obviously I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light. I'm actually going to take it on this angled blush brush and pick up some of that middle shade. And I'm just going to warm up my skin even more, apply this on my forehead, where you'd normally typically contour my cheekbones. I always like to take it a little bit higher than my cheekbones, so like my cheekbone, like the hollow of my cheekbone's like here, but I like to take it up so the bottom line hits that hollow of the cheekbone, if you know what I mean. I'm just going to take that bronzer on a small fluffy brush. I always use this one to contour my nose with. It's just a good size. So I go from the inner corner of my brow and I blend that kind of like right into the brow as well. And then whatever's left I just drag down, just using a really light hand just to contour my nose. So going back to my Friendcation palette, I'm going to do under my eyes. So pick up the transition shade that we used first, and I'm really going to smoke out my lower lash line with this, taking it right from the outer corner and blending it right into the inner corner, but getting thinner as I get into the inner corner, if that makes any sense. And then I'm going to grab that other shade that we used, this pink one, which is called Girl Bye. Again, run that under my lower lash line, but this time just taking it from the, like halfway, from the outer corner, basically the middle of the lower lash line. And I'm just going to try and connect what we got up top. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, this is one I used to contour with, but I'm just going to blend that out. So this line's not so harsh. And then I'm just going to stick some mascara on my bottom lashes. And then lastly for my face, I'm going to be applying some highlight. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro Illuminate Highlighter. So I'm just taking that on my cheekbones and hugging the brow. So I take it a little bit on my forehead, just so it hugs the brow nicely, and a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. That's where you'd naturally get oily and the sun would naturally hit you there. And I'm also going to take this down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the tip. I cannot go without nose highlight. I absolutely love it. And also a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I'm also going to take that into the inner corner of my eye as well, just to brighten that up a little bit. I feel like inner corner highlight makes such a difference. Like nose highlight, inner corner highlight and brow highlight. I feel like they're the must do go-to highlight places. Did that even make any sense? I have no idea. But I'm going to pop that on my brow as well. So now for the lips. I know I used this in my last tutorial, but I love this red lip liner. It's by NYX in the shade Ruby, I believe. And I'm going to outline my lips. I'm going to overline them just a little bit, especially the top one, just because it is quite uneven and it really irritates me. So I have to overline them just ever so slightly, but not OTT. And then I'm going to use this matte red lipstick in the shade. I don't actually know the shade of it because it doesn't say what the shade is called, but I will leave it linked down below. I'll see if I can find the name of it and I'll leave it linked down below. So this is the final result. I all hope you enjoyed this Christmas glitter eye makeup look with the bold red lip. I love how it turned out. Normally I don't do, if I'm doing a red lip, I won't do anything on the eyes just because I feel like the lip's dramatic enough. But for Christmas, this is just so perfect and I absolutely love how it turned out. A little bit of glitter, a little bit of boldness, never hurt anyone, especially for Christmas. But I all hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe. Also don't forget to click on the notification bell down below so you'll be notified every time I do new videos.